Welcome to the quirkiest, furriest corner of the internet where a quiet afternoon is never on the menu. Meet our gang. That sleepy ball of orange fluff? That's Leo. His life goals are simple. Nap, then nap some more, and this gray blur of mischief. That's Ziggy, our resident prankster. If something's gone wrong, he's probably behind it, giggling. Then there's Captain Paws, the masked avenger in black and white who believes he's a superhero, sworn to protect the neighborhood from, well, mostly from mail carriers. And finally, say hello to Ginger, the cat whose love for food knows no bounds. If it's edible, Ginger has already claimed it. Their day begins like any other. Leo is dreaming of a world made of pillows. Captain Paws is perched on the fence, scanning the horizon for signs of villainy, and Ziggy has a mischievous glint in his eye. He's spotted an opportunity for chaos. Meanwhile, Ginger's stomach rumbles a mighty roar. His internal food dar has detected the scent of fresh fish wafting from the local market. His eyes widen, a plan already forming. This is no time for subtlety. It's time for Operation Fish Heist. Ginger tiptoes towards the market, his belly leading the way. He tries to be stealthy, but his rumbling stomach gives him away with every step. He peeks over a crate of apples, his eyes locked on a beautiful, glistening tuna at the fishmonger's stall. It's a masterpiece. But the fishmonger is a formidable guardian. Ginger needs a distraction. That's where Ziggy comes in. He's been trailing Ginger, sensing an opportunity for some classic Ziggy-style fun. With a sly grin, Ziggy nudges a stack of empty cans. Crash! Bang! Clatter! The fishmonger whirls around, startled. "What in the world?" he exclaims. That's Ginger's cue. He leaps onto the counter, grabs the tuna, which is nearly as big as he is, and makes a run for it. He waddles as fast as his short legs can carry him, the giant fish flopping behind him. Ziggy is right on his tail, cackling with glee. They dash through the town square, a blur of orange and gray fur, leaving a trail of chaos and confused onlookers. A baker dusts flour off his apron, a lady drops her groceries, and Captain Paws from his lookout post mistakes the commotion for an evil plot. "Fear not, citizens," he declares to an audience of pigeons. Captain Paws is on the case. He dramatically leaps from the fence, a small cape made from a dish towel fluttering behind him. Back at their cozy home, Ginger and Ziggy burst through the cat flap, triumphant. Ginger proudly presents his prize, while Ziggy recounts the tale with exaggerated gestures. But their victory is short-lived. Leo, awakened from his nap by the commotion, stares at the giant fish with wide, sleepy eyes. "You brought ... inside." He yawns before promptly flopping back down. Captain Paws arrives moments later, out of breath. "I have thwarted the fish fiends," he announces, striking a heroic pose. Ginger just blinks, holding the tuna tightly. "My fish," he mutters protectively. The celebration, however, must be put on hold. There's a new crisis in the house. Ziggy's favorite toy, a small squeaky mouse named Squeaky, has vanished. He searches everywhere, under the sofa, behind the curtains, even in Leo's fluff. But Squeaky is gone. Ziggy's playful demeanor vanishes, replaced by genuine worry. "Squeaky's missing," he wails. "This is a job too big for one cat. This is a job for the Cat Detective Agency." Captain Paws immediately takes charge, naturally. As founder and chief investigator, he proclaims, standing on a stack of books. "I declare this investigation officially open." He assigns roles. Ginger is put on sniff out the clues duty, his powerful nose now repurposed for justice. Leo, despite his protests, is assigned undercover surveillance, which he interprets as napping in strategic locations. Ziggy becomes the lead witness, tasked with recounting Squeaky's last known whereabouts. "He was right here," Ziggy sniffs, pointing a paw at an empty spot on the rug. "We were playing fetch ... and then ... nothing." Captain Paws pulls out a magnifying glass, actually a bottle cap he found, and begins examining the scene for clues. "Aha!" he exclaims, pointing at a trail of tiny threads. The culprit left a trail. The trail leads them on a wild chase through the house. It goes past the kitchen, where Ginger gets momentarily distracted by the lingering scent of tuna. It winds around the living room, where Leo, in his undercover role, has fallen fast asleep on a sunbeam. The thread trail finally leads them to the laundry room. It's dark and a little spooky. The whirring and humming of the washing machine adds to the suspense. The trail of thread disappears right under the door of the washing machine. Captain Paws bravely pushes the door open. It swings inward with a creak. And there, nestled amongst a pile of freshly washed towels, is Squeaky. But he's not alone. Cuddled next to him is a tiny, shy kitten, no bigger than the toy mouse itself. The kitten looks up with huge, scared eyes. It seems the little one had wandered into the house seeking shelter and found a comforting friend in Squeaky. Ziggy's panic melts away. He slowly approaches the kitten and gives it a gentle nudge with his nose. The kitten purrs, a tiny rumble of sound. It seems the great mystery of the missing mouse wasn't a crime after all, but the beginning of a new friendship. With the case solved, the cat detective agency disbands. They bring the little kitten into the living room where Leo, now awake, gives it a curious sniff before deciding the newcomer is an acceptable addition to his nap pile. Ginger shares a small piece of his hard-won tuna with their new friend, a true sign of acceptance. The day's adventures have been wild, from a fish heist to a detective case, but now a sense of calm settles over the house. The chaos has subsided, replaced by a warm, fuzzy feeling. As the sun begins to set, casting long shadows and painting the sky in shades of orange and purple, our 5 cats gather by the window. Leo is purring contentedly, snuggled between Ziggy and the new kitten. Ginger is happily munching on the last of his fish, while Captain Paws keeps a watchful eye on the neighborhood, his heroic duties done for the day. They sit together, a quirky, mismatched family, watching the day come to a peaceful close. Through all the pranks, the heists, and the mysteries, they always find their way back to each other. Because after a crazy day of cat antics, there's nothing better than being with your friends. Thanks for hanging out with our furry crew today. If you enjoyed their wild adventures, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more funny cat cartoons. We'll see you in the next video.